Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? Just waiting for a few more people to come in. I kind of posted this a minute ago, like literally a minute ago, like literally. But can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me really good? It's everybody say hi. I'm smiling because I missed you guys, man. I missed y'all big time. Yes, sir. Freestyle, what's good? What's good? Tisha, how you doing? Dragon gear. I love that dragon. That's it right there. Great to see you too. Great to see you too. Bobby, one of them day ones. What's up, man? What is up? Missed you guys. Missed you guys so much. But this is one of those energetic times that I kind of had to fall in live. I couldn't just do a video. Such a profound time of what we're going through right now. The shutdown of I want to say the old collective consciousness that once ruled this matrix is being shut down. It's being shut down. So this is a crucial time. Can everybody hear me really good? Oh, I'm sorry, freestyle. I just saw it. Y'all can hear me. Okay, cool, cool. But Cheyenne, what's good? What's good? But yeah, this time that we in right now, I had to jump on live and talk about this, and it's been a minute, but like you all been going through a lot of transformation, and when I'm going through a lot of transformation, sometimes it's hard to tap in. It's hard. But the biggest thing for me is I'm never gonna come at y'all fake. I'm never gonna just come up with something to try to have some views here and there. That's not what this was started for, and that's never gonna be what this is about. Um, this is about representing my soul journey. This is about um, you know being able to connect with soul family, you guys, and most importantly, it's about revealing what the higher self and the upper frequencies, the most high, is given to me to give to those who are on the journey with me. I had a question this week that I read from you guys, and yes, I do. I'll be reading them questions. I don't just heart stuff and keep moving. I actually read it and think about them. But one of them was, is it fair that there are some that are chosen and some that are not? And absolutely not, because we're all chosen in our own time and our own way. We're able to live our own journeys according to us and ascend as fast as we want to ascend or slow down. It's up to us, y'all. But anyway, I'm glad to just be back and be feeling the energy right now, feeling the vibe of family. And like I said, I miss you guys more than it seemed like. I just wasn't posting, because like I said, I'm never gonna come fake with you guys. I'm never just gonna come up with some content to throw out there so that people can just go, oh, okay, he's posting. He's giving us something. No, I don't do that. It comes hot and fresh off the plate. Or off the stove, I should say, to your plate. And that's why I like live so much, because it kind of, just like the name says, live. The energy that we are feeling, that we're connecting with right now, it's alive. It's connected between us, right? And we're sharing this energy right now. And that's the beauty of ascension. That's the beauty of where we're at right now, is that we are connected. We're connected through, or I should say, we're connected more than just by color or by the things we say or by male, female, but we're connected consciously. And in this time right now, we are being connected to that oneness that is us, that cosmic consciousness. And we are being connected at higher levels than where we were, because we've done that soul work. You know, um, in a lot of my previous videos, I shared a lot about how, um, We are being transformed. We are the transformation we want to see. We are the change we want to see, in other words. And now we are actually starting to see that, because it's not that we can always just go and look in the mirror and see the transformation that we're doing. Sometimes we can only see it when we're put into situations that will ask us to show our true beingness, our true oneness. We got to be unified within before there can be unification without, outside of us, right? So right now, we are going to a new level. We are being connected to that oneness, that cosmic conscious feel of oneness, where we are all bodies of light. We are frequencies. We're just like the orbs above us that are routinely called stars. But these are orbs of light, these are orbs of energy. And they're transforming us. They're transforming us. But the beautiful thing is, it is transforming our consciousness by what we are requesting to transform into. See, the form that you are becoming, the new thing that you are becoming, is the very thing you want to become. That's why you are being. You are a human being. But we are changing this species, this temple that we call bodies. We're changing these temples to be able to hold light again, to become, instead of Homo sapiens, Homo luminous beings. This is why we talk about the light. We talk about growing in light consciousness, but not forgetting our darkness, but yet transforming our darkness to exemplify where we've been, who we were, but not to dictate where we're going. But like I said, the cosmic consciousness now is so present, because to those who have done the work, to the ones who are being chosen on this go around, who have done that work, who have willingly chose to hold this frequency, now that Christ consciousness that lives within you is being called forward, because it's being chosen by the cosmic consciousness. The fruit of your labor is now coming to harvest. The great thing about this is, as we're going through, or as we're getting ready to go through this full moon, this super full moon. And to those that don't know, a super full moon just simply means that it's closer to the realm than previously before. Therefore, it appears bigger. But what that does energetically is it gives us more energy to work with. Like they said, to use layman's terms, when the moon's closer to the earth, what does the waters do? What do the seas do? What do the oceans do? The tide is higher. The emotions are higher. So at this time, the energy level is going to be higher, because not only are we going through this, or are receiving energy from this super moon, but it's also a partial eclipse. And if you follow this channel, you know eclipses are energetic cuttings of energy. An energy eclipse that energy, cuts it off, and allows you to reach higher and ascend higher and attach higher. See, we're on this journey of climbing Jacob's ladder, ascending that consciousness up, right? So many different ways to say it, but everything is talking about the same thing. And that is you becoming a being of consciousness while present in this time and space. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But this expansion of consciousness to jump back on that real quick. This one is going to be a little different, y'all. It ain't even a little different. It's going to be a lot different. Because we are now being rewired to the mother energy. We are now being shown and asked to let go of all of our past experiences, all of our past, I shouldn't say experiences, our past energetic vibrations that we have expressed when it came to the feminine energy of what we thought it was, what we thought it looked like. We're being asked to make that all new, because that is soon to become a hindrance or a restriction, something that will constrict us and stop us from moving forward. The great mother, the divine mother, has been speaking to us for so long, because we are getting ready to go through the virgin birth of consciousness. And it's going to be very profound. And this is the beginning of it. You know how these things go, y'all. It don't just happen, bam, right then, No, it takes a little while. And each of us get it in our own time. We see it in our own ways, but it's doing the same work within us, and that is transforming us into the new beings, new creatures that will inhabit the upper echelons, the upper energy, the upper energetic fields. So in my last video, I talked about this. Don't be shocked when these things start coming back up. They're just coming back up. The past. I said that wrong. My bad. Don't be shocked when these things from the past that you thought you had overcame and dealt with, don't be shocked if they start coming back up. They're only coming back up for you to deal with and for you to unify it. See, we're not leaving any part of us behind. And if it's coming back up, it's because there is something for you to deal with. Energetically speaking, it is what it is, right? And like even me, I've been going through that. I've been going through that, where these things from the past are coming back up for me to deal with. And you got to be able to deal with it and heal it. You have to be able to see past the pain and the hurt that it may have previously caused you and deal with it. Because this is actually a part of you that's crying back out, saying, I want to come back home. There's a piece of your soul fractal energy that's still out there and is being drawn back to you at this time. I'm telling you, we're coming back into that oneness, that collective oneness of consciousness. Because the end goal, what's the end goal, right? What is the end goal? Like I previously said, the end goal is transforming these bodies, these temples we call bodies, transforming them back into light, to be able to hold the light codes again. All of the senses that we have lost to come back online. We are the ones that are doing that work. It's why a lot of us, we stop eating, the food that we knew was taking us down in frequency and vibration. A lot of us stop, hanging out and messing with the people that we knew that was taking us down into lower vibrations. All of the things that were anchors around our legs in the middle of an ocean, we cut them loose. We did that work. And now, as your consciousness ascends to this next level, there are some things that are still trying to hang on and go to the new timeline with you. But the most powerful thing is, it is your choice to choose to bring those things or not. It is all upon you. That's the beautiful journey of ascension. That is climbing Jacob's ladder. That is going to the top of the mountain and speaking with God. We are now at that point where we are going to meet the goddess. I'll say that again. We're about to meet the goddess. We went to the mountaintop and we've spoken to God. But now many have spoken with the goddess. And I say this in an inward journey type of way. But as it is within, so it will be outside of us, right? But this is the reconnection with that divine mother that I was speaking of. This is something a lot of us been waiting on because we lost connection with mama. We lost connection with her. Just like you have sweet on one hand and you have salty on the other, right? You have hot, cold. You have all of these different dynamics of energy. But so many of us have only been given father and no mother. We've been given that energy. And now we're going to meet that energy head on, face to face. Because we have lost connection, now we're being reconnected. And this eclipse, this super moon that's happening at the equinox, or the beginning of the equinox, which is the equaling out of energy. Equinox is nothing but an equaling out. So what you gave must be returned. What's owed to you must be given to you. It's these points in our realm where things start to be balanced out or become equal. Libra type of energy. So now that we're coming into this frequency of what am I trying to say? This frequency of balance, we got to be prepared. We got to be prepared to let go of all of the weights that have been holding us down. And we've done this before, y'all. We've done this before. But now I'm feeling like there may be some things that may not be so clear to us sometimes. Like we've let things go and we wonder why they're coming back. Or in the reverse, things are coming and we think they belong to us. And they don't. This is all a personal inward journey, y'all. It really is. I haven't been on these comments. Hold on a second. Let me get over here. Right, freestyle. Yes. We must feel the heal. We got to feel these things. We got to feel these things. What's up, Samantha? Hey, it's okay. You in the house. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. But yeah, big mama energy. Truth is all about balance. So you guys are understanding. This is about us coming into a balance within. Masculine and feminine energy within. Because then we can hold the light codes that come from both frequencies. And then we become one. The two shall become one. You are that one. Thus, you are a chosen one. And now that others won't get their opportunity, you're getting yours now. In this time and space. Like I said, what has been given must be given back, but you're being prepared for your new form, the new thing that you're becoming. Like I said, Homo luminous. You're becoming a light human, a light being. You're transforming this body. Like I was saying, this is why a lot of us stopped watching shows that were destroying our mind. We stopped eating certain foods that were destroying our bodies. We stopped hanging out with people that were not on the same wavelength. That's the point of this show. That's the end game of all of this. Is that we are transforming. We have not been lost. We have not been left. We're here on purpose to be who we are meant to be. Straight up. But something else I wanted to say. But at this time, we're clearing these old patterns. Like I was speaking on before me finish that thought. We're clearing these old patterns, those old things that was holding us down, that was keeping us focused on the wrong expressions. That's what we're doing. We're clearing it. So as we're coming to this cosmic consciousness, we're coming back into love. We're coming back into unity within and without. And we're preparing for, honestly, 2025, because we're about to hit a different level again. And a lot of us been through this for a while, man. We've been going up and down like riding the wave. Y'all know how I go. Riding that wave. Man, that wave has been crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hey, if y'all got any, I'm still looking at these comments a little bit. Y'all got any questions, man? Throw them in there. Y'all got any comments? Make sure y'all throw them in there. But this metamorphosis, where we're going from the caterpillar to the butterfly, this metamorphic energy that's coming in right now is going to push change. It's almost like you're going to be on a speeding train with no brakes. As you know your destination. You know your destination. You know what it looks like, but it may not look like you're getting there. And that's just going to be the circumstances. But we cannot look at the circumstances that surround us. We can't look at that and then judge where we're at consciously. We have to go through it sometimes. And like I was saying before, a lot of why I love bells. I don't know if y'all can hear that bell in the background, but that bell just started ringing. That's confirmation. This is confirmation of what I'm saying. This eclipse that is happening right now is like really been so significant in my life, or getting ready to happen, because it's happening at the moon is going to be, I believe, at the super moon will be 25 degrees Pisces, I think it is, and 25 is 7, which is the spiritual transformation number, very spiritual number, 7. But it's also a number of creation in 7 days, right? Everything was created. So it's a number of creation too. But Pisces signifies to me like the two timelines. The two fishes tying in by one string. It's the two timelines. And so emotionally, we're being cut away from one ideology or one form of consciousness, and we are being brought into this new form of consciousness, right? Happening in Pisces. And the sun should be in Virgo, I believe, at 25 degrees also. So now we got 7-7. Like I said, 7 is a very spiritual number of creation. But we're at that degree, and we're being birthed through the virgin birth. So it's exactly, Bobby. Exactly, Bobby. Hey, Sweet Pea, how you doing? Cut my eye. I be going, y'all. Don't be reading these comments. I'm so sorry. I do read them, but I have to go back because I'll just get locked in sometimes, and I get to talking. So y'all gotta forgive me a little bit. Let me go back up. Divine Scientist, how you doing? Is something specific happening in 2025, or is it just the energy? Really hopped up, or is it just the energy frequency getting more intense? No, it's a lot happening in 2025. A lot. Because the consciousness of the matrix has changed. In other words, the energetic system that was being used to run this matrix is changing. And because of that, the basics, I hate to say the basics because people are affected by this stuff, but the false flags, the false wars, the rumors of wars, all of these headlines, all of these things, the basic things they normally do to distract us, it will get more intense. It will get more intense. But also, the energy frequency coming in is changing us so profoundly that they are now turning up their silent weapons. And for y'all that know what that is, you know what it is. If not, do yourself a favor, research, because I've gotten a couple of videos flagged already. But the silent weapons that they use against us, these are going to be turned up even more, resulting in a lot of people being unalived again, being unalived. And you should be able to read into that a little bit, right? Not being vague. I'm being kind of leaving out some things on purpose. All right. But message me, and I can probably be a lot more descriptive on that, because I don't want to, like I said, get this video flagged or anything like that for some of the stuff that's happening in 2025. Right. All right. But let me see. Sweet Pea, how you doing? Um, Bobby said, I was just talking to a friend about this, how this year feels like a transition for what's to come in 2025. And so even as Bobby said, yeah, we it's a lot that's coming in 2025. And this is why the divine masculine, divine feminines had to wake up. Had to wake up. Like we were in a groggy sleep wake cycle. Like we'll wake up and start running and then get tired, fall back asleep a little bit, get lulled to sleep with energy and frequencies, and then we'll wake up again and do it again. But last year and this year, the waking of the divine masculine and the divine feminine to actually live out this existence as that. Like to actually be, I don't know what your day-to-day job is or whatever you do to get by, but to actually be the person you are in public, just to put it simply, and to be vocal about it, to be the energetic expression, the light in the room, right? These last 2 years, we've been being transformed into that, to feel comfortable in our own skin, so to speak, because of what's coming in 2025. That is the beginning of their countdown, their reset. See, when people say they're going to have a reset, you got to understand that global resets don't happen overnight. It's like turning a ship in the middle of the ocean. It doesn't just turn or it'll capsize. No, you have to gradually turn your ship, And so they've been gradually turning their ship. But I don't mean to make it all about them. This is happening because of necessity. They're having to do these things because we are receiving new frequency codes, new light codes that are transforming our body. And we can get all we want. It's free to all who choose to receive. Because the biggest thing that's happening right now, that's about to happen for a lot of us, our intuition is about to be off the chart. Like we're going to know that we know. Just like some of y'all already know that we're moving, to a higher frequency. Some of you already know that our bodies are changing to be able to hold light codes, because we have to be able to go to new lands that already exist here. But your body has to be able to transition through these barriers of energy. Real talk. There's barriers of energy around us. And we have to be able to transition through it. And so those who have not done this work, who have cleansed out these temples, will not be able to hold the light codes, will not be able to hold that energy that is coming down through the soul or the sun. This is why we get these flares, these solar flares, these solar bursts. They're soul bursts of energy that's giving you frequency, that's giving you energy, but most importantly, giving you codes, giving your body codes, so that it will know how to transform itself. So this is sort of what it is right now. I know I kind of went into little thing, but it's such a profound time. This is like a big step, like going from walking to running. If you got a toddler, you got children. Going when your toddler goes from crawling to walking, you're excited. You're like, wow. But then when you see your toddler run for the first time, you're amazed. They kept their balance. They did it. This is the change that we are going through. We're about to go from crawling, wobbly walking to actual sprinting. So that's sort of what 2025 has meant for me. Um, I feel when they turn them on in the morning. Yes, the side. Yeah, Bobby, I gotta put that. I gotta put that up there. Yes, all the time. I feel that, and I can always tell when it happens. Always tell. It's either a different vibration or eyes go blurry a little bit. Um, Teeth will even start hurting. You'll start having all kind of, teeth pain. It's sort of like those silent weapons they used against us are warming everything up, which is why it's called global warming. But Divine Side to say, I've been in a cocoon these last 2 years, being melted down and stripped. I'm gonna put that up there. Hope you don't mind. And strip the things that can't come with me. Hopefully, 2025 is when it's time to fly. Very profoundly put. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. This is that time because you can only be held back by your creation. So take the phrase, know ye not that you are gods. Your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit or the whole spirit. So what that lies within you is the ability to create. And you live in your creation. We also live in the collective consciousness, or I should say the collective consciousness creation. And that is where we're at now. This is the way that the collective consciousness sees it. This is why they're always trying to persuade the collective. But to those who have woken up to this, we are gaining the power to create our own creation. Like, what does it look like? What does a healed earth look like? What does a healed you look like? What does a healed collective look like? A unified collective looks like. See, we are creating that. And when we unify and we come together and we start to create that vision that we unconsciously really truly know, it just comes up within us from the shadows. We know what it is that we're trying to accomplish. It just sometimes don't look like what we think it should look like. But when we all unify and come together now, which we're getting the opportunity now, because we're being raised to that vibration. This is one of the keys of the kingdom. This is one of the keys of the kingdom, y'all. The whole title of this is the keys of the kingdom are yours. And as God has Ra said, you got to shift with the shift. And it's time to start this shift. Get this shift going. This is a huge step in the expansion of our consciousness to be able to push this shift forward. You're going to hear, and you guys probably already have, you probably hear more people using the terminologies that we use. It's people waking up on so many different levels, and they're waiting to hear you. They're waiting for you to be that light in a dark room. Y'all get what I'm saying? This is us. So as the soul continues to burst out, so does your soul continue to receive. Because it is the feminine aspect of us right now that is at the forefront. This is what was meant by that the feminine would lead the way. They're giving you the outward version, especially in America with what they're doing right now politically. But inside of us, the feminine energy is receiving the way. The soul is playing the part of the masculine and is bursting out or sending out. Even you even put it in a sexual way, is sending out an erect signal. Your soul is playing the part of the feminine right now and is receiving, receiving, receiving. And then soon it will give birth. This is when heaven and earth come together to create. And you are that creation. So beautiful time, y'all. Beautiful time. But I was talking about that eclipse, though. My bad. I was talking about the eclipse, and I got sidetracked a little bit. But that eclipse is happening for the old to be cut away, and for the new to be bonded together with you. This is your new timeline. This is your new timeline. So, as divine scientists say, coming out of that cocoon right now, you're becoming a butterfly, ready to fly, ready to go to your destination. You just have to remember what you're creating. Remember yourself. Remember or put yourself back together again. I say that so backwards, but y'all know what I mean. Like putting yourself back together again, remembering, and that is going to be so crucial moving into these new frequencies that are happening at this equinox, that's coming up. Oh, y'all gotta give me some tea. It's hot out here. But y'all feel what I'm saying though? We gotta read some of these comments. Some of these comments. But dissolve all those old blocks, y'all. Let all the blocks go that were blocking you from moving forward, because now we have the energy, it's aligned, everything is here to clear all of the old out of the way. Take out the trash. That's even better. Right now we get to literally clean up and take out the trash as we move forward into this new. Because the energy that's coming in over these next 2-3 months, y'all, it's going to be intense. I'm telling you, it's going to be intense. And it don't happen in January, because they say 2025 starts in January. Y'all know better than that. You know better than that. But by the time we get into winter, that energy is going to be so intense. So this is the beginning of it. I'll give you even the next 6 months. Over these next 6 months, you're going to get so long to take out the trash, to clean up, take out the trash. And then you're going to get so long to receive. And then you're going to have to display it. And as you display it, you're actually rewriting or designating your new timeline, your path. You are creating it. That power is in your hands. It has been given to you. Now what are you going to do with it? Now what are you going to do with it? It's your soul. It's your timeline. It's yours. It's not even mine. And yeah, we're all here collectively together. Some of us are monadic group members. Yes, absolutely. Twin flames got a lot of same. Yes. But you are who you are. I am that I am. What are you going to do with yours? What are you going to create? See, these are the things we got to start asking ourselves now, because that energy is in our hands. That power to transform is in our hands, because you perfected the power of transformation, because you've been transforming yourself. So now when you're being chosen to be a transformer, to be one that will go and transform or show people what transformation looks like, When you're one of those people, you have to be willing to use the power that has been given to you. Like I said, what are you going to use it for, though? As I was talking about a few minutes ago, the stars are orbs. They're orbs of light, of energy that are shining down upon you, that are emanating frequencies upon you. Some are going to get them and use them for negativity. Some are going to use them and take them for positivity. Choice is yours. But to those who are conscious of this, it should be to create and build. It's not even about duality, negative and positive. It's about creation. It's about creation. But anyway, I digress a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me see. Goddess Ross said, last election, we were forced into a lockdown. Don't sleep out here. Election year, stay alert. Choose your timeline wisely this time. There it is. You get, there it is. The distractions come to distract you from your purpose. This is why I've just been downloading this from the great mother, from Big Mama, just downloading it. Because last time they course corrected you. And you had to go within though. Because everything that's meant for evil is meant to hurt you, will be transformed and used for good. It'll turn out for your good. Because you've been given a sound mind, you've been given consciousness. You are alive. Just the way we started this live off, you are alive. You're a living being. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. And then Bobby, throw Bobby's comments up there. Makes sense why things have been feeling like we're in limbo for the past 4.5 or 4 to 5 years. We're actually in between worlds right now. Yes, sir. Yes, there it is. And this transition is our transformation. It really, truly is. And I know the way things look because that is the distraction. See, when we had to go inside and get locked down, a lot of people woke up and they realized something. They realized that their mentality was being government, but that their mentality was being governed. They were being made to feel fear when there was no reason to fear. They were being made and forced to do things that they didn't want to do. So they were forced to be waking up. You know, when you sleep on the couch and you having that best sleep ever, right? Somebody open up the doors, something happened, and you jump up out of your sleep. That's what a lot of people had to go through. But when they did it, they started looking around, going, "Where am I? What's going on? Where in the hell do I live?" If y'all know how many times I got that question, when back in that time I was doing a lot of counseling and counseling with people on Facebook and Zoom and things like that, but one-on-one counseling. And if you know how many times someone said to me, male or female, "Where am I? What in the hell is going on? This is not the same world that I grew up in. This is not the same." I mean, people waking up and they didn't know what to do. That's why you're to be a light. That's why you're to be a light. Because a light cannot be hid. It cannot be hid. And you're not meant to be hid. This is the biggest transition that I've seen for us coming up, is that we will no longer be hidden. Now we will get our accolades for being who we are, for knowing what we know, for being able to see what we see, but we can't be afraid to take that step to be that difference. We are the change we want to see. So that means we got to demonstrate the change. And demonstrating that change, what does that look like? That's up to you. That's up to you. But you are that change. You are that change. Divine Scientist says, as the old system falls, read this, as the old system falls, a new system will replace it. Got to stay open so you can ride the new waves coming in. That's it in a nutshell, y'all. That's it in a nutshell. Because that old system has fallen. It has fallen. Like what was it? When the Queen of England died, right? Y'all remember that ceremony? Remember that ceremony? What they did? If you don't, I got you. But you got to remember that ceremony that they did, and they did something to let everyone know, that the old system was done away with. It was gone. Would no longer be active anymore. And all they've been doing right now is being a lion with no teeth. Let's say that again. The old system basically has been a lion with no teeth. There it is. I knew somebody was going to throw it in there. Breaking of the wand. That's what happened. They broke her wand. So the Queen of England, I think we kind of know already, England, what it signified. The contractual landholders of the known world, of the known lands, they pretty much are the majority land holders or landowners. And over that land, they cast spells. They made a people like here where I live in America forget who they are. They slaughtered by the thousands, millions of people, and not Europeans. So don't nobody take this like I'm saying those people did. No, I'm saying the way that the reality is constructed. And so her as the queen of that empire, of those lands, cast a spell. That spell literally kept everyone blinded to who was the true power, who held the true power. But anyway, I digress a little bit. Broke that one, put it on top of a casket. That signified to everyone who knew the spell was broken. Think Wizard of Oz. You know, when the little munchkin started singing the song when the house fell on him, boom. What is that? Ding dong, the witch is dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Y'all remember that? Old school, right? But it signified that the new era had begun. The breaking of the wand ceremony. They putting it right there in plain sight. Right there in plain sight, right? But Divine to Science said the Olympic ceremony. Exactly. Go back and look at that Olympic ceremony they just did, guys, and think about what I'm telling you. That they have no more power except for the power that is given. Everything has fallen away. And it's only us who have not stepped into our power that is rightfully ours to reign and rule and speak and talk and to go forward and create and build on all three levels: mind, body, and soul. Third dimension: mind, body, and soul. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. That's where we're at right now. But let me put this up there. That's why time is up, because no one owns the land. It's a divine being with his own intellect. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? This is the point we're at, y'all. Like, seriously, this is the point we're at right here. See, the only thing that we have is time. Think about what I'm saying. The one thing of value that you have is time. Everybody wants more of it. When they're losing it, they're scared. When you fall into it, you can encapsulate yourself into it. Time is what we have. So when time is up, and then another group has been giving time in their hand to redeem the time, or to actually take the time that they have used to better themselves, to better their community, to better the collective. They have taken that time. Now you get to redeem it, almost like going to what do you call it? Redeeming tickets. Whatever you can redeem. You get what I'm saying? Redeemable points. When you buy something, you get points. You can redeem them for something later. That's where we're at. We're getting to redeem this because time is ours now. It's in our hands. It's been given to us. That's why everything is scrambling. But as we start unifying and visualizing and coming to a collective union, actually here on Earth, just like there are constellations above us, right? There are orbs that are grouped together for a certain reason, and they represent certain frequencies of energy. That is how we're supposed to be here. So we're supposed to come together and group and shine in that same way. As above, so below. Right? So, like, if you're a part of the Leo constellation and you're supposed to be royal, you're supposed to have this certain distinct energy about you. Think about if all of them came together and they all carried that same energy, but it was for the purpose of bringing ourselves into higher union with the highest frequencies in the Most High. Think about it, because that's where we're supposed to be going. As God as Ra said, time is the value. That is what we should be valuing. Time, not money. Time. Because, I remember, speaking of counseling someone, I got to tell y'all this story. I had a guy ask me, he said, well, what do you think about celebrities selling their souls? And I laughed. I kind of laughed about it. And this was something that, like, I was keyboard warrior and all that, like back in the day. So I ain't gonna even hold you. I was a keyboard warrior for this, telling everybody you sell your soul and all this stuff, right? But I started laughing because I asked him, I said, do you have a job? He said, yeah. And I said, do you have things you do throughout the day you don't want to do? He goes, yeah. I go, then you're selling your soul too, because you're selling your time. We all do this on different levels. And we do things we don't want to do, or we're asked to go and give our time for money because we feel we need it to live in the way this matrix has been constructed, where everything else lives for free, except for us. Because our time is valuable and they pay you for your time. So when you go get a job, they're pretty much asking you, what is your time worth? If your time is worth $10 an hour, then it's worth $10 an hour. If it's worth 150, it's worth 150. Whatever it is you who set up the value system for your time. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. And I do get it. People got to work, man. Hey, until you can get out of this system, you're living in this system. That's the truth. because we're trying to break free from the system. And this is why our salvation is coming through the light. God is light, right? That's one of the scriptures. God is light. God is not a man. God is light. And if you're created in that image and likeness, then you are light. But anyway, we sell our time. We sell our time. And for whatever reason, we don't get to redeem it back. And not whatever reason, like, I don't know what it is. No, whatever your reason is, you don't get to redeem your time back. Because once it's gone, they tell you it's gone. But you were never meant to die. These temples were never meant to die. The codes have been turned off. You were not meant to struggle to have food. The system made it that way, so that it can govern your mind, so it can govern your mentality, so it can be a government. So when people start to realize this, that their time is the value, their time is what they have been given. And with your time, what are you going to do with it? Did you do the work that truly mattered? Like recollecting your soul? Did you have, a 3-story house with 16 cars and, that baddie and all of that? I mean, like, what was your time spent on? And say, even when I did crossover work for souls that needed to cross over, a lot, I won't even say a lot, I'm going to say 99.9% literally are stuck because of regret, because of what they didn't do with their time. It's amazing. I'm telling you, y'all. I'm telling you. But no, don't be disappointed in your time. Goddess Rod said full circle. Absolutely. I'm gonna put this on here because this is important. This is something I went through. So I'm not like getting on you about nothing. I'm speaking from my perspective and what I've been through with this same issue. I'm so disappointed in self for giving up my time. Now all I want to do is go away, be in nature, be with self, my family, things, myself. No, I'm saying this right here. That's what we want. That's what we're creating. See, I told you, low key, we all know what we want to create. But don't be disappointed in yourself, because that was the journey that brought you to this point. That was the recollecting of your soul. And that's what it looked like for you. So you should be happy for yourself, patting yourself on the back, because you actually did it. You actually did it. Kanye Jay-Z made a song, wasn't no church in the wild, wasn't no circle in the wild, there was no group in the wild. Not yet. Not yet. But we coming. We getting there. We're letting it all go. We're letting it all go. And when we let it go, we get to fly, because the weight has been dropped. The weight that so easily sets us on another path. These are weights. Rent, weights, car payments, weights. These are weights to our soul that sets us on another path. And we all go through it. We all do it. We all do it. Everyone has fallen short. But it's to those who are conscious of it, they stop falling short and they start building, using their time wisely. Like one of my things was, I think about 10 years ago, I just wanted to buy a bunch of land, and whoever wanted to come live on it, but they had to be a productive member of the community is what I wanted. Right. So I wanted to have like, I don't know, like probably 350, 400 acres of land, like as much as I could get. 1,000 acres, I didn't care, but I wanted to start like what the Mormons did in Utah. Like they just started their own cities and incorporated their own cities with their own laws and rules. Like in America, it's illegal to have more than one wife, right? But in their cities, it's not, because it's part of their bylaws and standards. And so, why do I say that? I wanted to do that. I wanted to group all of us like-minded people together and be able to build our own cities, our own structures. Because, see, then eventually history repeats itself. And to those who know, every time someone has done that, they've tried to knock it down. They've tried to say, you know, it was a cult or this, that, and the third. Just go look at history. But what if we didn't need anything from anyone? What if we were self-sustainable, self-sufficient? And we all, you know, shared knowledge, shared wisdom. We all gave to the collective willingly, in love, because it was being given back to us. So that's true community, that's true grouping. But I started giving my time to something else. And I fell short of that vision or that dream or that goal. Now it's back. I want to do it again. 100%. I want to do it again. But I fell short of that because I started seeing something else. My time being spent on something else became more valuable to me. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we just got to understand that we are creating what we want to live in. We are creating who we want to be. It's just up to us to not live in fear and doubt and actually know that this power is in our hands to do. And we can do it whenever we want to. We actually can. So, but yeah, what are we ensuring? Right. What are we ensuring? You know, you can answer that better than anybody. What are you ensuring in your life? What are you putting your time toward to ensure that you get a payback on? You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, but we do it all the time. But to finish that story up, he asked me, he said, so you're telling me we're selling our soul to the devil, in quotes, by going to work? And I said, if it's not something that you want to do, you actually want to spend your time there and get a return on your time with money, then yes, you are. I've done it too. But he went on to start 2 businesses. He quit his job and went and started 2 businesses. And from what I understand, I haven't talked to him in a minute, but he's still thriving and kicking. And every day he wakes up, he's running to go do the thing he loves to do. Like, some people are doctors and they love being a doctor. They love it. They wake up every day. They freaking can barely get dressed because they're running out the door to go and help someone. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. You got to be in that in energy. You got to be in that vibe to do what we're about to do right now, because our consciousness is being expanded towards that. We're being reconnected to the divine mother, Big Mama, to do that. We're coming into cosmic consciousness using our Christ consciousness to do that very thing. These are the keys to the kingdom. These are the keys that open up the doors to the kingdom. Because our crown chakras are about to burst open the same way that people were shaken awake in 2018 and 2019. The same way. Your crown chakra is now going to go open up. Your consciousness is going to be expanded. So you should be prepared for it. Because that metamorphosis is preparing itself to happen. That changeover is happening. No matter how slow and tedious it may seem. But remember what I said, the end goal. What is the end goal? Homo luminous, not Homo sapiens. They're trying to keep you as a Homo sapien. That's why they try to take out your messenger gene or your Christ gene, you know, with the walk, right? With the bee sting, the queen sting. They were trying to shed off your messenger gene so that you did not receive the message that the soul is sending out in burst. That's why it was so important for them to find the quote unquote God gene within us. Think about that, why they call that that. Just man, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep. I'm thinking about that right now. Wow. Because that kind of just hit me. I ain't gonna lie, it just hit me, man. It's like, why did they call it the God gene? Why are they trying to turn it off so bad? See, there are messages your body receives, your DNA receives, because you are locked into the DNA chain. That's why it's called the chain. That's why they want to start blockchain, and that's why I'm telling you to remove your blocks. Remove your blocks. Get off the blockchain. Get off of the old DNA code. Telling you, y'all, something else. Human beings are stewards for Mother Earth. Yes, 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 yes. This is your heaven or your hell. That is, like I told you guys, once the collective consciousness decides, then we all have to live by it. We all have to live by it, whether just or unjust. We all have to live by it. But we are the ones that are guiding this ship or this shift. So Earth should have already shifted. The heart should have already shifted. You ever wonder what this place looks like from up there? From the orbs above, looking down, what does Earth look like? See, we have to start seeing in reverse what we've been shown. This is why they show you convoluted pictures. This is why they show y'all Photoshop pictures. But see, once all of our senses and gifts start activating again, you'll be able to see that. Because you'll be able to expand your consciousness out of this body and be able to actually look back down and see. So therefore, I tell you that there are other lands for us to inhabit. There are other places for us to be. And this is why they lock it all down. They lock it down, y'all. You can't go here. You can't go there. You can't pass the port. You can't pass the portal. You hear me? Passport. You can't pass the portal. Trust me. There's a portal that we can pass, but our codes have to be activated. Our light codes have to be activated to be able to pass out. We're all the Mayans. Like these are things I gotta start looking at. How the whole cultures just disappear, they gone. It's not always through cataclysm. It's not always through cataclysm. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. We're in that transformational process. We're coming back to connect into oneness, that unified field of oneness, of consciousness that exists. We're coming back into it. And as we're coming back into that, we're able to access it fully. Our cup should run over because there has been a table prepared for us in the midst of our enemies. And we shall sit down, we shall dine, we shall eat, and we shall laugh and be full of joy. Because they cannot stop what is coming to you. Only you can stop what's coming to you. That table is sitting, and it's for us. It's for us to start to take control of this. How do we do it? No fear, no doubt. No fear, no doubt. You can't have fear and doubt. Exactly, Sweet Pea. We shall. We shall. And it's not just a we shall overcome, you know, MLK. It's not just that we shall overcome, is that we are overcoming. We are overcoming by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Let me break that down for you real quick. We are overcomers and are overcoming by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. The blood of the Lamb is symbolic. It was seen as pure because it was a lamb. It was untouched. It was unblemished. So the blood was seen as purity, as a pure form of blood, a lamb's blood. That's why it had to be put over the door. Now it's all symbology, so just follow me for a second. When the children of Israel, of Israel and El, when the children of Israel and El, Isis, Ra, who were the Elohim, when those children were getting delivered, blood had to be put over the door, and it was a lamb's blood, and that lamb had to be unblemished and pure. So your blood has to be unblemished and pure, which is why they want to give people these things so it won't be. And then because of your blood, you have the right to claim divinity. You have the right by your blood to be able to say, I can control this body. This is why DNA is so important, and you're chained to that DNA. The word of your testimony are the words that you speak about the tests you've been through. And the only tests that were given were the tests that you required to see yourself for who you truly were. And then you are tested to see if you're still that person. You're tested to see if your character has changed. And this all comes through the higher self or the God frequency, the guiding frequency. So we are overcoming by the blood of the Lamb or by the blood that runs through our body, which gives us life. Life is in the blood, in the word of our test. You either look at it as good or bad, but you choose, because life and death is in the power of your own tongue. In other words, the things you say, which goes back to the word of our testimony. You get what I'm saying? This is where we at. And so even like I look at Sweet Pea say, beyond ready. I was like, me too. Like we are all so ready. We're all so ready. This is now the creation. See, we are all collectively creating this right now, because we're not the only ones that feel this. We're creating our breakaway. The children of Israel and El are now breaking themselves away again. There's nothing new under the sun. What has been done before shall be done again. Because we're getting ready to leave Egypt. And most of y'all know, a lot of people got a lot of proof that America used to be ancient Egypt. So leaving Egypt, crossing the Red Sea, which is DNA, which is blood. We're crossing that, and we're preparing ourselves, because they can't control your mind unless you allow them to. And the mind is actually the interactor between flesh or physicalness and the spiritual or the esoteric. Your mind is the interface between those two. This is why it's so important for them to govern your mind and for you to break free from that government. So we are transforming. We have transformed. That's why we're here now. Because we've already done a certain amount of work. You just have to continually do the work. Because the race is not given to the swift. It's not given to the fast. It's given to those who can persevere to the end, who can get to the end of this thing with everything intact, with the temple the same way it was made. So, yeah, it's a journey. It's a journey, but it's our journey. It's our journey, and that's not narcissistic. That's understanding. It is what it is. It's understanding or understanding who you are. It's overstanding or seeing the earth from a higher perspective, like up looking down, overstand it to look at what needs to be done and what belongs to you. What is your birthright? Because your birthright is the earth. That's why you have blood in your body. It gives you the birthright. And your birthright has been taken away. That story is symbolized in what is it? I think it's Jacob and Esau. Don't give up your birthright for some food or a bowl of beans, it says, because he was so hungry. He gave up his birthright as the firstborn son to be able to inherit everything. Gave it up for food. Really think about what I'm saying. And like even some of I was showing this about 5 months ago, and I was talking about fasting in some of my older videos because I was shown that a lot of us were still caught up by food. Some of us caught up by sex, and it is what it is. But being able to control your body, being able to control your temple and feed it when you want to feed it, or have a sexual expression when you want to, not by impulse. That's growth. That's transformational growth. Because all the signals they send out is eat sex, eat sex. You know the three L's. Everybody's read about the three L's, and they attack the soul, mind, and body. But food, fun, and I think y'all understand what the other F is. But it's the three L's, and the three L's, and y'all know grade school L's stand for failure. You failed that subject. So you have to overcome the three L's. Always want to have fun, always want to eat food, and always want to. Bro, I'm trying to be so nice about this, but y'all know what I'm saying. But it's that's what we got to overcome because that attacks the soul, the mind, and the body. And that was the curse. That was the curse that the witch cast over the lands. Seriously. If you take away those three factors, that threefold curse that was cast over the soul, mind, and body, then you would understand. But see, the soul is here to experience. I'll break this down for y'all. The soul is here to experience. So therefore, it wants to have fun, experience, right? You get the best experiences with laughter, so fun. But you can't have fun all of the time because then you don't understand that there's something making you sad or something that needs to be fixed, right? Then you have food. Of course, that automatically goes to the body. Automatically goes to the body, right? And that can make you overweight. It can make you sick. It can make your temple sick, not you. It can make your temple sick. It also like just like my words, um, food can have you cursing yourself, cursing other people. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody on here than seen somebody hangry, right? When people are hangry, oh my God, they are mean. So that goes to the body. And then the mind is the effing part because sex is mental, not physical. This is why people want to be satisfied mentally through sex because of what they've seen visually. And most men, or most humans, want to have sex or F because of what they see, not because of what they feel. So the threefold curse dealt with that. And for those of us who are breaking that curse off of the mind, body, and soul, we are finding ourselves elevating because now we're not under the control of the Queen Mother and all of the commercials and all of the food, all of the designer women and men that are being put out. No, we're now finding ourselves connected to that unified field of oneness, and we're wanting to become one in different ways. We're wanting to see unification in so many different ways. That's why I say we are already creating it, and we're creating it subconsciously. Before I say unconsciously, my bad. I did not mean unconsciously. I mean subconsciously. So below the surface, below our waking conscious, we are creating this new world, this new place, this new timeline, this new frequency, and we're existing. Some of us are already existing. So that's what I'm trying to say. But I think y'all get my point. And I'll probably over-explain that, but y'all know what I mean. But anyway, ain't nobody got nothing else, man. I'm about to hop off of this. I didn't even realize I've been on for almost an hour and a half. I just love talking with y'all. And we get going, and then, universe just starts talking. Big Mama starts talking. Like, let my babies know. Let my babies know I love them. And it's so true. The feminine energy loves us so much. Loves us so much. We have no idea. And that is the energy that was rejected. That was the stone that was rejected. I'm telling you, that is what has been ostracized in our world, is the feminine energy. It's just, a lot of people don't know how to receive criticism. They don't know how to receive period. But man, my dog is, you all right, she laid out. But anyway, but this is the part of what we've been missing, y'all. Is understanding that out of all 12, out of all 12 comes one group. So in other words, out of all 12 constellations, out of all 12 disciples, there's a 13th. Out of 12 constellations, we have the 13th, which is the snake bearer, which is learning to bear your kundalini energy or your life force energy. You're learning to hold it and use it. This what allows you to pass through the portal. That's why there's 13. So this is also why 13 is that number for mama, right? And 1 and 3 is 4, which brings us to a solid foundation. So you can't have a father and not have a mother. Just think about it. Real world, math. Real world math. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm about to get out of here. Y'all live in harmony, happiness. I mean, just soak it all in like the rays of the soul that shines up on us, y'all. Soak it in. Because it's your time to shine. It's your time to shine. I promise you. So, anyway, I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Live in harmony and bliss. Later, y'all.